And just like that, we are back. Christie's the Internet, right here, Sundays, 7 o'clock, PlatformCollection, YouTube. You know how we get down, seeing the world and all things internet through the eyes of underground hip-hop, indie hip-hop, punk rock hip-hop, that good hip-hop, that give no, try not to cuss so much, give no Fs. I cuss a lot. It's been recently brought to my attention. I'm a grown man, I shouldn't be cussing that much. Or maybe I'm a grown man, so who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? I don't know. But things are good. How are you? How are you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I had to get myself up for this recording because I don't know, man. I have like this mental block about setting up a camera and sitting in front of it and then talking. I like the audio part. Because I love conversations. So it's like my brain still is forever stuck on that. Well, why do you need to see it too? But I get it though. A lot of the times I guess it's more entertaining. There is definitely something about the face-to-face conversation, right? That can change perspective. I get it. And then once we jump into it, I'm fine. But setting it up to do it, man, that's the one thing of like, you know, running like an independent business as an artist. That bugs me. I love all the other stuff. I've been putting together all the marketing tools and stuff around the Invisible Ponchos. Check out the Invisible Ponchos. That's me. That's Gene Flow. More on that later. But I've been setting up the marketing campaign. And so you need all the pieces, right? You need the website. You need Twitter. You need Instagram. What else are we doing? Soundkick. SoundCloud. Oh, Bandcamp. Merch links. All that stuff needs to get populated, right? So you need to fill in all the stuff. Get the colors going. Looking good. We like to have a uniform look because for us, like when we make music, it's like a season. So that season all feels and looks like something. And then when we move on to the next thing, the season changes. But so got to make the season look all uniform across all the platforms because it's how we get music to you guys. Unless you see us live. Which is way more difficult than you would think. We got a dope guest on today who knows something about that. 60 East, founder of the Happiness of Pursuit Festival, and an artist in his own right. Really dope. Asking to live as an independent artist is a big ask to the universe because it's filled with a lot of gratifying things, but it comes with a lot of work, a lot of pain. You need perseverance above it all. 60 East has that for sure. But yeah, man, have to set up all that marketing stuff so we can talk to you guys and exchange energy so you can get our music, our videos, all this stuff that we work really, really hard at because we really believe in it. And it's been dope. So I say all that to say that none of that is actual work to me. It's just part of the journey. And things have their ups and downs. Certain things vibrate quicker than other things. But I love it, though. I really do love sculpting the vision of something, whether it's a collective vision or a vision of my own. I love sculpting that out and making that more and more clear. And I'm also like a fan of like discovery. So I've always loved those like movies that have just like crazy twists or even like hidden messages that aren't like really a part of the main story, but maybe they mean something to the director or to the writer, or maybe it's just a foretelling of something to come later in, say, like a trilogy or something like that. I've always loved that kind of stuff, so I love playing with those ideas and things, and so the whole marketing campaign and everything from the website to when we blog, we're blogging on the website. The website is basically it is a Tumblr blog, because I've always loved Tumblr for just the freedom there. I like the diversity there. I like I like I like vlogging video wise, right? Like if someone can set up all the stuff for me. But I really love visual blogging, where people can kind of follow things and follow stories and real life with a scroll and just kind of read that. I think that's cool. You can put art there, pictures, posts, and it's not like Facebook or where it's like a social thing. There's not like necessarily a built-in audience. People need to find it, and so the website is for the people who like really support us and really who are interested in the story of the Invisible Ponchos. And so yeah, I've been doing all that kind of stuff. So taking a break to do that, to do this, is probably a break I should be appreciative of instead of complaining in my mind. I guess I'm kind of complaining. I'm trying not to though. It's all good. All of it's good, right? It's all good. It's all really, really good too. The 4 year ago me would have been like, oh, this is super dope. But with every new thing comes new work and new problems to solve. So that's it, I guess. I guess I'm not complaining. Just kind of pointing out what it is. Because I do like it. Yeah. But the Invisible Ponchos, man. We got a bunch of shows coming up. The brainchild of myself and producer / rapper, occasionally, Gene Flo. Amazing beat maker, producer, killing it. He's going to have a big last part of the year. I can see that clearly. And he, man, 2023 is right around the corner. What? That's crazy. Oh. It flew by. All of it's flown by, right? Me and Eddie were talking about, shout out to Hip Hop Eddie, the producer and co-host, occasional co-host. We were talking about how there's all these conspiracy theories about time just flying, like time is speeding up or something like that. But it's interesting because I feel like in every culture around the world, from what it seems like, is everybody kind of feels like that. So maybe it is. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're going to sit there. You're going to take it. You're not going to slow down the earth. What's wrong with you? Adapt. Look, here's the key. Find something you really love and chase that thing. And see where it takes you. But you got to make the choice. You can't do this wishy-washy. I kind of want to do this, but I also want to. Now, I don't mean like if you have multiple talents. I'm talking about like, I want to chase my passion because I understand that the key to happiness is simply the pursuit of that. Right? And so if you understand that, then I'm just sorry. I'm just thinking about how that just came out naturally. Because the Happiness of Pursuit Festival is hosted by 60 East. Oh man, I'm in it, bro. I'm in it. Yeah, but it's the pursuit, man. The pursuit is everything, and it will ultimately bring you. Damn, I just thought I turned my phone off. It will ultimately bring you the most gratifying life. If you understand and accept that the journey is a tough one, because it's supposed to be. Nobody's supposed to have an easy life. Life seems to be a series of challenges and cycles of ups and downs, right? So to be content, you got to live with all of that, and just accept that that's what it is. And I'm telling you all this to tell myself. So if you haven't done anything nice today, understand that right now you're doing something nice. You're helping me work this out as well. Hopefully it's helping you. Hopefully you're going, yeah, man, that's not as bad as it could be. Because if I look left or right there, I'll probably find someone who's doing worse. But yeah, that feeling, you could be having that, or you could be like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to find the time to pursue fill in the blank passion, right? You don't need to find the time. If you're alive, you got the time. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you're saying you don't have the time, it's because in your mind, you've already outlined a way that you have to pursue your passion. And there isn't a way. There's not a way to pursue your passion. I pursue my passion in a lot of different ways. And I'm sure a lot of the things that are important to me as an artist are not necessarily the same things that are important to some other artists. Because none of those things actually matter in this whole journey. It's about the journey. Why you're doing it, how you're getting there, all those things, they're going to differ from person to person. So if you understand that, then you don't have this expectation of what you pursuing your passion looks like. You just do it. And then a bunch of other things factor in on how long you're going to be able to do it, or I mean, how much time you're going to be able to devote to it, what you get back from it, right? There's a lot of factors. And all these things always come clear, like right when you start releasing, at least for musicians, I'm sure, at least musicians pursuing careers in music, or monetizing what they do in order to make more of it. If you're like that, then all these things always come clear, like when you're releasing new stuff. And that's where we're at with the Invisible Ponchos. We're releasing a bunch of new stuff. We're stacking up right now, getting ready to shoot the next video. We just shot a video. We're getting ready to shoot the next one so that we can release it. The plan is, I'm throwing it out there because I'm manifesting it. You're helping me again, thank you. Releasing it right before the Happiness of Pursuit Festival, like literally the day before. So that's the plan. But yeah, man, there's a lot of moving pieces. I'm always looking for people, by the way, that want to pursue similar career paths, similar vision paths, that don't necessarily want to be an artist, where their talent is more the business side or the management side. Maybe they're a good psychological player and they know what it takes to manage a creative, empower a creative to do more. I'm always looking for people like that. Always. Because there's a lot going on. And if you're in that position and and say you wanted to like work for Platform Collection or work with Platform Collection, because you're not going to be working for us. It's not like you're going to get a fucking salary. You're obviously, you see where I'm not in fucking a 10-story building. I'm like, that's even high. See, you see what I'm saying? We are self-made. We earn every scrap, and we put it down for what we do. So if you're cut from that similar cloth, you know, we're always looking for you. People like 60 East are always looking for you. And man, just be ready for the journey. But again, my mind is on all of this stuff is because we're releasing. We're like the engine is roaring right now for all the stuff we're doing over at Platform Collection. So shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to the Heartful Truth. They're about to come back for their second season. Bravo, ladies. Bravo, bravo. Melly, 7 Octobers podcast, where they delve into the heart and the mind and the connection between the two, while speaking to amazing creatives, artists, tastemakers, intellectuals. Good stuff. Two sisters interviewing somebody. You ever experienced that? It has its thing. There's something about that that's weird and energetic, and it's just awkward enough to make it even more interesting. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking to two sisters, you know they know each other, and they're also digging conversation. And man, the conversations can get crazy. That's how I see it. And then B Block TV, Gene Flo, freshly back from overseas. He just got back 2 days ago, touring Spain. He's back, and now we're full blast into everything we need to do. We got a bunch of live shows coming up. More on that later. Also, check out the podcast about people, the homegirl Vita Kills. She's the fam. Check out her podcast, the podcast about people. Super dope. I had the honor of sitting in on their first annual summit, I believe. They might have done more, but I think it's their first annual summit. And had a really dope conversation. A conversation that I have since thought about since that conversation. You know what I mean? Like, where you have one of those where you're like, oh, it's still bringing stuff up. But it was really dope, really honest. And so, yeah, check that out. And go subscribe to the podcast about people. Follow them on Instagram, the podcast about people. Oh, yeah. And then Black Books and Rhyme Books, man. Look, I'm going to just be honest. Beardo is, a lot of house movement and like family stuff, and like a lot of stuff he's recorded. All his episodes are recorded. But there's other stuff we need, like the things that cut in like this. And then like we also need to like add titles, and we got to polish that show. So we're waiting patiently on Beardo. At Beardo, let them know you're ready for the Black Books and Rhyme Books podcast. Again, all episodes recorded already. All the episodes are recorded. We just need to spruce it up. We recorded a bunch of episodes on one day with Black Books and Rhyme Books in a very hot garage with a bunch of flies. Not for any particular reason. I think it was just really hot, and that's how it is where we were at. There were some flies. So we got to see a bunch of like the homies get interviewed in those conditions, and it made for interesting talk. I'm excited for it. Shout out to Beardo. Salute to Beardo. Black Books and Rhyme Books. What else? Oh, lastly, I recently did an interview with the good people over at So Loca. They're from where I'm from, right in Barrio Logan, San Diego, California. I've also known it as Logan Heights. That's how I grew up with it. But Barrio Logan is in full effect, and So Loca is a brand. It's quickly becoming a multimedia brand as well. But it's so they do sewing and a lot of stuff around that. Trust me, research it. You'll see it's because it's pretty complicated. It's a very unique position that they hold. Kind of cultural influencers. They're making content. They're both characters. It's a couple who hosts this podcast. This is where I'm going with it. They had me on their podcast called the Skills Pay Bills podcast, and go check that out. I had a really great conversation with them. They quickly became two of my favorite people. I was like, wow, they're dope people, dope couple, and super creative. Go support that. They talk to a lot of different creatives. I was just thinking today, I was like, oh, you know what? I need to send some of the homies over there to get interviewed. I'd love to see them talk to Noah James. Would be amazing. Tumax, everybody, send some people over there. But you go over there too and go subscribe. And just search SEW, SEW, Loca, LOKA, I think. I think it's LOKA. Either way, this is what it is. Here's their Instagram. There, so you saw it. And yeah, support that. And let's get into this, man. 60 East, he's on the show. Man, what can I say about this dude? Really one of the hardest workers I just know in general. Not just like in the industry, just like hardest worker. Like he and he carries it well, or he hides it well. But the stress, he seems to handle it pretty well. And I check in with him all the time. I always check in with my people, and he's he'll express like, yeah, a little stressed, but I'm doing it. And then you see what he is doing and what he's creating, right? He's creating the Happiness of Pursuit Festival. This year's one of the craziest lineups ever. It's going to be really, really dope. And so we wanted him to come on and break down that whole experience, get us ready for what's coming in October, and get excited about the Happiness of Pursuit Festival. If you're a entrepreneur or an artist or someone managing your own brand, this is a dope insight into the mind of somebody who's doing all those things very well. So hopefully it brings you some value. If that's where you're at in your life, you're like, yo, I'm managing a brand. I need to. 60 is just his way of thinking, his way of expressing himself. You can tell it's very like, I know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about that. It's very honest, very transparent. And it's why I've worked with him for so long. And it's not like we work a lot. We work mostly on the Happiness of Pursuit Festival. We've done some music together. But we also, I think there's a mutual trust because I've seen him earn everything. So it's pretty undeniable. And he's done that again with a smile and, an occasional good tweet. He likes to tweet. But yeah, man, he's the brains behind this. I mean, he took a thought. I want to do a festival, and he blew that up into reality. And now it's like a real festival, generating money, generating opportunity, growing the scene, especially in Southern California, adding to hip hop in general. A lot of things it's weird. Like I see the Happiness of Pursuit Festival, especially down here in Southern California, like once that's done, it's like the end of the year kind of, and a lot of things get proven at the Happiness of Pursuit Festival for artists. Even if you just go and experience it, a lot of people come out of that weekend inspired. And so it's always exciting to see what comes after that. New relationships happen, collaborations. It's really cool. And it's still young. It's the 5th year anniversary. And it's not such a baby anymore. So 60 East, ladies and gentlemen, he's coming up. Make sure you follow him. Just Google 60 East. And I said he's coming up. He's on right now. Here he is. 60 East. Okay, so let's I want to just jump into the festival. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 East is here.
What up, man?
He's back. He's back. Chris sees the internet. Thought Fest is right around the corner now.
I can smell it.
We're about a month away when this comes out. We're about a month away. And everything's locked and loaded. I'm sure you're still like working on, details. No, I know you work on details all the way up into the day of the festival. But let me know kind of where your head's at. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the day to day for, the king of the festival, 60 East?
Man, right now it's just kind of just staying on top of emails, vendors trying to sign up, taking care of the headliners' travel and hotel arrangements, finding out the technical stuff, working on the final flyers and more promotional materials and stuff like that, and coming up with different, creative concepts of how to promote the festival and stuff like that, utilizing, everything from like TikTok to street guerrilla promotion type stuff. And it's just like, it's a constant learning process. You know what I mean? You never know what's going to work, like, or what's going to go, or what, you never know. And like, I'm tripping out because like I just did a random TikTok video and it just happened to kind of blow up, and it got like 20,000 views and just all kinds of crazy traffic. It's just literally me posting up the flyer of the festival, and people are just kind of like commenting, and and then like the next video I posted on the top page, just like the top TikTok only has like 100 followers.
Okay, so let's talk about what people can expect in improvements. What improvements have been made since last year in your mind? Like, what are some things you worked on that you wanted to see happen and maybe made happen this year?
I mean, just kind of adding more things to the show, more elements. The addition of Merz's third stage is something I'm really excited about. We got a lot more people coming from around the country for that. Maybe the layout, we're gonna have a lot less vendors this year, and just kind of create more space and more of an experience in our VIP tent and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just making sure, just tightening everything up, like making sure the show runs smoother.
Talk about that though, 60. Like, so I guess if you're like from the business side of this, and maybe you don't know, maybe you're not thinking too much of just like customer service. Like when you make a decision to take less vendors in order to make more room for people to like enjoy themselves, what sparks that? Is that like because you observed it and you were like, oh, I don't like the way that is? Or is it like you heard things? Like how do you decide to make decisions like that?
I mean, it's just kind of like every year we've kind of just grown a little bit every year, and it's just every year is a learning process and being able to experiment and figure out like, oh, maybe we could do this better or this bigger or whatever. And last year, like we've had people asking about VIP experiences from the jump, and it was just something we never offered because we were kind of limited to space.
Yeah.
But now, last year was the first year that we actually offered a VIP experience, and we sold out. And
people had a blast.
The people that were in the VIP tent were like really happy, especially because it was so hot and they had the shaded area and all that. So they were like super, super hyped about it. And we wanted to make sure, the people that, we wanted to create a bigger and better experience for our VIPs and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, we'll take the loss on not having as many vendors, but, hopefully we'll have some more VIPs and create a better experience for those people that, are willing to invest a little bit more into our show and everything we got going on. For our VIPs, we offer your first drink is on us. You get a drink at the bar.
Oh, nice.
You get a festival T-shirt and a festival poster.
Dope.
And then you also get access to the VIP tent, which is located right in front of the stage, and you get a shaded area. You get to sit down. We have people serving drinks and stuff up in there. We're really trying to make it a vibe in there to make it like its own thing.
I mean, really, you said a few things that I could see. Like, I definitely have friends who would want to do that because, like, the serving drinks thing, that's nice, right? You don't have to like wait in line. Not everybody goes to shows to like, have to wait in lines or be in the sun. Some people do want to just kind of like relax and hear the music, and maybe they don't want to be in the mosh pit. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people like that. So yeah, I definitely can see why somebody would want to do that. And then let me ask you this about you talked about like just more things, like talk about the MERS stage. How did that come about? I know that's new this year. You're excited about that, especially MERS being an early mentor of yours, or somebody that you definitely aspired to follow in similar paths in a lot of ways. How did that come about?
Yeah, like you said, Merz is my hero, bro. Not only did he put me on my biggest show of my life, but he's somebody that I've always been a hustler. Since I was young, I've always just figured out ways to make money here, different ways. You know what I mean? And I've never been attached to one thing, and I've always liked that about people like Merz, Tech-9, Rhyme Sayers, all the cats that did an E40, that's why I love so much Pay Dues and why the festival is even an independent hip hop festival, because we want to help out the people that are doing it on their own. But like people like Merz, I seen him, he's like, oh, I got a festival. I got different groups going on. I got fucking a beer. I got, just different businesses. And E40, had tequila companies, and Rhyme Sayers had the festival, and they had a record store. And I just always wanted to do more than just be a rapper. You know what I mean? So Merz was one of those people like in the scene that made music similar to mine that I seen myself being a lot like. So for him to even reach out and to want to be a part of what we got going on was just a blessing in general. But so Merz had hit me up and then told me that, he already announced this, that he plans on retiring soon as far as recording new music.
Right, yeah.
So he's still gonna be touring and working in the music industry, but he's really focused on a new platform that he's built, a mentoring platform called Ground Waves. And the whole goal behind that is he wants to start up. It's basically like an open mic in these unappreciated markets. Right now, he's got like Little Rock, Arkansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I think Colorado is the third market.
Wow.
But he's focused. His plan is to expand that to be a couple more markets. But the idea is basically he's doing what he was doing with Pay Dues and creating a platform and giving younger artists an opportunity to showcase themselves. And he hit me up with the idea of bringing the best of each market to the festival and letting them be part of it. And he's gonna host, and it's super exciting. But it was
that's really cool.
It's really it was really his idea, and he hit me up with it, and we were like, yeah, of course we'd love to have you. Like, we'll make room for it and all of that. And now it's like, he's and part of the show.
And so people can know a little bit behind the scenes, like as running production around that third stage where MERS is at has always been a challenge for the Thought Fest team, because we've always wanted to like give you guys something as interesting as possible. 60's always, coming up with new brainstorms on what we can do with that stage. And we've tried a bunch of different things. So to hear MERS take that stage and like curate that stage, that's so dope. Like, cause I already know like, oh, it's about to have its own life. Like it's going to have its own thing. It's going to have its own feel. Like the second stage has become like its own thing. It has its own moments. And now we finally have like someone like MERS who, he's going to curate a dope show.
Right.
And putting on a dope show is like, that's what he does. So that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Hella excited about that. even just the buzz that we've gotten from like fans that we have nationally, they're like, oh shit, you got so and so from Oklahoma and so from like, you know, because these are obviously Merce picking people that are standouts where they're from. So it's really built up. It's really put a lot more eyes nationally on the festival, as well as putting the fans of the festival's eyes on those artists, you know.
Okay, so every time you come on and talk about the festival, you always give us like some of the ones that like your, I don't want to say favorite. I know this is, I mean, literally it's your whole brain. You booked the whole thing. So all of these are in some ways a favorite at doing something.
Right.
So, but what were the bookings that you were like, man, I've been trying to get this, or I've always wanted to get this, or like, give us a couple of those.
Oh man, there's a lot of them. Definitely like lately I've been really into Reason, and that's why I wanted to reach out. And like I had tried to catch him performing like at 2 events, but like I always missed him, so I never got to see him live. And I was like, fuck it, I'd rather see him live for the first time at my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so cool.
And I'm really excited because I just see how TDE be moving around, and I'm really hoping, you know, he brings out a special guest, you know, whoever that may be. Maybe somebody else from the TDE crew would be super dope. I've never seen Sci-Hi perform. Really excited. I'm a big fan of him.
That's a big one.
I've seen Locksmith before, but just we've been trying to get him on the show for a minute now, so that finally that we were able to get him. It's just dope to have him on the show.
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder, you know, legend.
Legendary.
I've done business with Ninth Wonder via the Jericho Jackson situation that I was able to do back in the day. But I've never like built with them like this, so it's good just being able to work with, you know, somebody of that caliber and bring that person, you know, to the festival and shit like that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Farside and Sugar Free, you know, I've definitely seen them perform a couple times in very different places, but like getting to host them and build with them and seeing what, you know, they're going to do, I'm also excited about.
Yeah, I'm going to just put it out there because I want it recorded. I want it in the history books, Eddie. I'm saying it right now.
Say it, man.
Sugar Free is going to be a problem. The festival is going to explode when Sugar Free takes the stage. And,
I feel bad.
It's going to be like dropping a bomb.
Me and Merz were talking about like set times and stuff like that, and Merz was like, "Yo, I feel bad for anyone who's got to perform after Sugar Free."
I mean, we're gonna see, right? I mean, we're rooting for whoever that is, but it's not like that. What we're saying would be seen as a weird thing in hip hop. Everyone in hip hop knows that. That's like going after like a Busta Rhymes or like a Snoop Dogg. Like, you know what's gonna happen. Like. But yeah, that I'm excited because I think when, you know, the set times are out there, at least for the artist, I mean, whoever is coming after Sugar Free is probably going to want to take their game up.
Right.
And so I'm excited for that because I'm like, damn, what might that look like? Because they're going to, I mean, they know the same things we know. I'm excited for, I just think it's cool to see AWOL 1 on there.
Yeah.
This year, you know what I mean? Like, that's super dope. We've gotten to perform with him a few times, and like every time we've seen him perform or perform with him, he has this following that's just like this diehard AWOL 1 following. You see, and you know who they are. They all know his songs.
Yep.
And that fool rocks out like he's like a fucking rock star. Like, on stage, he's a rock star. Like, it's crazy.
He's a cool cat, and it's dope. I'm excited to have him on the bill. Because the first festival that I ever went to as a kid was Smoke Out 2001, 2002 or something like that.
Wow.
And he was actually on that bill. And
wow, that's crazy.
It's just a full circle moment. But yeah, that festival was like, I was a kid, you know, and I got to go with my older brother. And when I seen people smoking weed, freestyling, doing graph on the walls, I was like, yo, I'm hooked. This is where I want to be the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
That set it off.
So that's a full circle moment. Another thing I'm really excited about, bro, is the execution of the second stage, because the set time, the lineup over there is bananas from front to back, from the beginning to the end. It's like, obviously it's the lesser known people, but these people are all people that fucking kill it. And Yeah, it's gonna be wild. That second
Yeah, I
stage
think
is gonna be wild.
your booking of that second stage this year, like we've been talking about it, like it changed the second stage
Right.
like for good. Like there's no more doubt at the second stage. Like you come ready for the second stage because like it's a must. You must rock the second stage. You can't like phone it in. Every artist is gonna look at that list and go like, oh, I can't phone it in. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited to see there's ones that I'm really interested and excited to see. Like I want to see what Bella the rapper does. She's probably arguably the youngest on the bill. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be interesting. I want to see Sadistic because again, Sadistic is like another one of those dudes like AWOL that has his own fans that you know what I mean that might intermingle with hip hop in general, but there's some Sadistic fans. You know what I mean? Literally, and like he goes off. You know what I mean? He's a cult leader for sure.
Nice.
He's a cult leader.
Sadistic's gonna close out the second stage, so I'm like, I don't know who he's gonna be competing with on the main stage, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, I really really love and I'm eager to see Open Mike Eagle.
Oh, me too.
Because I feel like that has been a part of the larger community. Like the circles that he runs in, the places that he goes, where he works, we've always wanted to tap into that and welcome that in because we're all fans of all the stuff that he does and you know the people around him, and for us to finally link that in, I feel like that's a big theme in this year's festival is like the tree is all branched out now. You know what I mean? Like we're literally dipping our fingers into each little pocket of the culture,
bro. Literally everything.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, shit, we can announce it here too. Shit, might as well. We actually
let's go.
We added some people to the show. We're still adding people to the show, but two big names that we already confirmed. Co-hosting the main stage. Half of the day is gonna be Lush One, like we already announced, but the first half of the day is gonna be Justin Hunt. The company man, Ambrosia for Heads, Hip Hop DX, the Breakdown. For those that know, he's huge in the culture. I'm been a big fan of everything he's done for a minute now, and to be able to get him to introduce half of the lineup, like it's a blessing. Even how that happened, since we're here, we might as well talk about it. But
yeah,
I happened to be at the Blue in Exile 15-year anniversary show a few weeks back. And I run into dude at the bar, and I chop it up with him, and I give him a flyer, and he's like, "Yo, this lineup is insane." And I was like, "Yo, I've been trying to reach out to you for a minute, bro. Like, let's build about getting you on the show." And sure enough, like after the show, I was passing out flyers to everybody coming out. And as he comes out, he's like, "Oh, I got one." And then he comes and stands next to me, and he's like, "Yo, give me a stack. I'm gonna go pass them out like on the other side, or I'll pass them out to my people." And I was like, "Oh, that's dope."
Nice.
So I gave him like half of the flyers, and then we chopped it up a little bit more. But we ended up locking him in today. But like 5 minutes before we got on the phone, like I got his contact.
Wow,
nice.
To announce it. And another artist that we have, he's actually performed on the show before as part of a duo back in 2019, April 2019. With Triz, but returning to the festival, we got Chewy representing NorCal.
I love Chewy, man. I remember that performance. I have a super sick photo of them at Sunset. They were the Sunset performance. It was Chewy and Triz. Yeah. And damn, that's crazy because Chewy for sure is going to be turned the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
Because they killed it. They fucking came out and demolished it.
I'm telling you, bro, the set times for that second stage is bananas because everybody's got heat and it's just different kinds of heat. You know what I mean?
That's so amazing.
Yeah, and co-headlining the second stage, we got motherfucking legendary producer representing the Soul Council, Crisis. And
that's crazy.
I heard he's got some special guests coming out too.
Nice.
Anybody that follows him knows that he's got a lot of collaborations in the out there. So yeah, I definitely heard there's going to be some special guests on this set.
Is okay, and for people who've been going the last few years, obviously last year was like the latest edition. What about the setup? Is everything does everything look the same, or is it going to be what everybody remembers? How has it changed at all?
Yeah, for the most part, the setup's going to be the same. Just like I said, we're going to have less vendors and maybe create a little bit more space for people to walk around, because we noticed like midday when it was like maybe at its peak, it was packed. You know what I mean? People were like, maybe some of the aisles were maybe a little bit jammed.
Yeah,
So we kind of want to just create a little more space.
that's cool. And then the second stage has traditionally been smaller. Did you say it was going to be a little bigger this year?
Yeah, we're definitely going to make it look a little more official, especially because of the caliber of artists we got over there now. Literally, like half of our headliners are on that stage.
Wow, that's crazy. That's insane, man.
Yeah.
So okay, so what? Let's make a bet right now. How hot is it going to be?
It's Cali. It's October, so you never know. Like
87, man.
Obviously, last year was the hottest day of fucking ever, and prior to that, I mean, it's been kind of hit and miss. I remember the Green show. It was like kind of raining. It was sprinkling during the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, the first year, I don't remember it being too hot, but it got chilly at night. Same thing with the MERS. No, yeah, the Sick Jacket one. It usually gets cold at night. That's usually like an ongoing trend. Even last year when it was hot as fuck, like at night, it got chilly, but people were just so burnt from the fucking daytime they didn't even feel it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I think if people know like what to expect,
right,
they can plan for it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so dress light during the day. Depending on if it's going to be sunny, it's going to be hot. So dress light. Bring some suntan lotion. Make sure you know what I mean.
Spray yourself
SPF
down.
100. And wear a hat. Rock your dopest hat. Like it's all good. You want to enjoy this. You want to be like, you want to take it all in. Trust me, there's a lot to see. Like you get there and it can be overwhelming because there's a lot going on, but you got to just, you know what I mean? Get a nice cool drink, walk around. You're going to find bomb food for sure.
Everywhere.
If you're bringing, you know what I mean? Like some extra cash, you want to pick up some cool things for sure. You're going to find something dope, especially if you're into the culture. I mean, you could walk out of there with anything from like a t-shirt from your favorite artist and they probably will sign it.
Right.
All the way to like a brand new like thing to add to your toy collection, like our video games, our 12-inch records,
right,
or whatever. Like it's gonna be there. So just come ready for the elements. We want you to have a good time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
man, dude. Thank you for always coming on and giving us the preview of what we can expect. Guys, get your tickets right now. Thoughtfest.net.
Immediately.
Again, thoughtfest.net. Don't miss. I have no worries about tickets this year at all. This thing, I mean, if you're in the culture and you're anywhere near Southern California, I mean, there's people coming across the country, so you don't have any excuse. So if you're anywhere,
we got someone coming from Australia, bro. Like I get this dude. He DM'd the page and he was like, yo, I'm coming from Australia. And I was like, yo, if you come from Australia and like send me a picture of your flight, like I'll give you a ticket for free. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's dope.
Nice.
He screenshotted. I mean, he sent me a picture of his flight itinerary and I was like, oh, dude, this dude's really coming from Australia, yo.
Wow.
So like last year we had someone come from Africa. That was the furthest place, but now Australia is officially taking the fucking toll.
That's so awesome, bro.
That's so cool, man. I mean, yeah, I definitely see the reach, and like I said, like if you're anywhere down here in Southern California, get your tickets.
Yeah.
Like, you got the best chance of getting there the quickest. Get your tickets. And like I said, this year for sure, I'm gonna say it. Like for sure, get there when it starts, man. Like because shit is gonna get popping right from the beginning. There's gonna be a bunch of moments happening throughout the day, and it's gonna be amazing, man. Dude, thank you so much, man, for coming on. Always For sure, you know,
Yes.
you got a home here. We're excited. I'm excited for your set too. That's going to be amazing.
Yep.
I know you always got some surprises that you never want to tell us before, but that's okay. We've gotten used to it.
Yeah, you
All
know,
right.
same goes this year. You know, we'll find out. We'll
Well,
find out
thank
what
you.
happens at the show.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bro. Peace,
All right,
yo.
bro. Thank you.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 East. He is a guy cut from a different cloth, you know? One of the hardest workers I know. And just all around good dude. But imagine he took that idea that probably started off as just a small idea of, I want to throw some shows. I want to throw my own version of a small festival. And it just got bigger and bigger, and the ideas. And now it was born from nothing is what I mean. Came from somewhere to him, to us. Amazing. So, if you're at home or wherever you're at, you're watching, listening to this, the universe is telling you right now, at this very moment, through me, to you, amazing, through the internets, it's telling you, get happy. Appreciate what you have, but go after your passion, whatever that may be. Don't lose your passion. Don't think you help the people nearest you by giving up your passion. All that does is become an example of what it looks like to not follow your passion. Give them an example of what it looks like to persevere. Go after your passion. Start now. Even if it's just a little move. You know, turn that engine over a little bit, just to hear it, just to know that it's still there. And then tomorrow, do it again. And then the next day, maybe, you know, leave the car on for a little bit. You see where I'm going with this? Baby steps, if that's what it takes. Maybe you're a person who's ready to go right now. This was the only thing you needed. You were like, please give me a sign. Here's your sign. Go do that thing. Pursue it. Be an example of what it looks like to never quit, to never give up. And trust me, simply the pursuit of that will bring you happiness, contentment, adventure. But you'll feel inside satisfied, even through the struggle. So, if you needed that message, there it is. You asked for it. You wanted it. It wasn't me. It was you. You made that happen. Every Sunday, right here at Platform Collection. Chris sees the internet. Shout out to OG Hip Hop Eddie for putting the show together. Shout out to the whole Platform Collection team. Go check out everything we do at Platform Collection on Instagram. Follow me at KILLcRey on Instagram. Much respect to all of you running up the video count. And on our new video, The Invisible Poncho's Introduction. The song's called Introduction. All streaming services, videos out right now. Thank you. Thank you for the support. A lot of dope messages in the comments. If you haven't left a message, go leave us a message. Give us a thumbs up. Support your homies. More homies, right? We'll grow into something. How about we just agree to do that? And I'll see you guys next Sunday with another dope interview, I'm sure of that. Take care of yourselves. That was the internet. And I saw it.
I need some space in this place, so I can't control it. Yeah, I ain't got no room in me, guys. Yeah, I ain't